Okay, our last line plot that you guys answered questions are is your favorite type of cookie. So thank you to those of you that participated in this. By now, after watching the first three, you should know exactly what to do here. So I'm hoping as we're going through this, you're thinking in your mind, okay, this is what I do, this is what I do next, and start asking yourself some questions in your head. So in this instance, we're talking about chocolate chip cookies. So let me first give myself some room for my line plot and get this out of my way. Okay. So if I take my data and I start looking at the questions that you answered and I analyze that data, I can come up with how many of you chose each type of cookie as being your most favorite. So a chocolate chip, 18 people chose chocolate chip as their favorite. 3 people said that sugar cookie was their favorite. 3 people also said that oatmeal was their favorite. 9 people chose peanut butter cookies as their favorite, and 1 person chose a fortune cookie. Okay, 1 person chose a fortune cookie. So all that data, of course, came from your questionnaire. Looked it up, counted everybody, made my final tally sheet, and this is what it was. I can look at the tally sheet and tell you and answer any questions you want also. However, when it's in a line plot, it's more graphical, makes things a little bit neater. I can quickly look and not have to scan through the numbers. So let's get ready to do our line plot. First thing in our line plot, as always, is we need our key. And we're going to say that our key, and I just realized the last video I said my key was check mark, but I put X's. So this time I'm going to put check marks and make sure I put X's. So we know that each check mark is going to equal 1 student. Okay. That looks like a B. Let me make that a check mark. Okay. And then I also don't want to forget to put my title at the bottom and its favorite cookie. Okay. Go ahead and draw my line plot. Okay. Now, with some of these long cookies, I may have to shorten them up a little bit, but you'll understand. So for my first one, this is chocolate chip. My second one is sugar. Let's make this a different color. Let's make this blue. So I've got chocolate chip, sugar, we'll go oatmeal, peanut butter, and we'll go fortune. And what I'll do, I'll take this. Okay. So now you can see I took my categories, put them underneath chocolate chip, sugar, oatmeal, peanut butter, and fortune cookie. And I'm going to keep in mind that I said my key was X mark or check marks. So how many chocolate chip? 18. So I kind of got to do these a little bit smaller because I got to fit 18 all the way up, and I don't really want to go up there. So see if I can make that work. Okay. There are my 18 check marks for 18 chocolate chip cookies. Go to my sugar cookies. I want to make sure that I stay straight, and I want to make sure that they stay in line. So 1, 2, 3. See how they're in line with each other? Makes it easy enough for me to read, and I'm trying to keep it straight. Okay, my next one is oatmeal, and I have the same 3. Okay, peanut butter, 9. And my fortune cookie, I had 1. Okay, so looking at my line plot, I can clearly, instantly see the most common favorite cookie, which is chocolate chip. I can instantly see the least common favorite cookie, which is the fortune cookie. And again, I can answer a bunch of questions that represent this to ask. Next week, we're going to learn how to take our data and come up with a fraction. Like, for instance, what fraction of the people in the class like chocolate chip cookies? We'll do that next week. But let's kind of go over this again. Make sure however many students I have that participated are represented in my line plot. So 18 and 3 is 21, 24, 25, 34 kids. So there's 34 participants. I better have 34 check marks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. So I'm good. There's 34 students that participated and are on my tally, and there's 34 students that are in my line plot represented as well. I hope this week, by going over all those, it helped you to understand how to take data that we collected, which is the answers to the questions that you gave me. I took that data, put it in a tally sheet like we used to do, like we did with the donut parties. That way every student is accounted for and all documented here. From that tally sheet data, I can go ahead and make a line plot. And again, I can ask different questions all about this. I could say, how many more students like chocolate chip cookies than liked peanut butter cookies? So I want to know how many kids like chocolate chip cookies versus peanut butter cookies. Well, I'm finding the difference between those two. So I would take my 18 minus my 9, and I would answer that question and say 9 more students like chocolate chip cookies than liked peanut butter cookies. Okay, so you can take a look at this data and you can answer, again, all kinds of questions. I hope you had a great week. Please remember, ask me questions. And next week, we'll start getting a little bit further into the line plots and things that we can do with those line plots.